which is about kind of mobilizing philosophical decisions against each other, and so trying to like hinge my own biases that would be religious, philosophical, all based in these kinds of identitarian belief.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. I want to pass it off, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not familiar with that work, but there are a lot of people. I mean, this is how I got into all this. This is how I met Tim, actually. Is how I'm not a quantum physicist by training. I'm a nuclear physicist and astrophysicist by training. But working in an art school environment, I started to become. Initially I became exposed to Karen Barad's work, and I don't know if you're familiar with her work or if anyone.
I am not.
I am, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, good. So, just to really quickly distill this, because I think it is actually sort of an important connector between some of the things that are being said. She was trained as a physicist, a theoretical physicist, and then went on to become a scholar in feminist and in critical studies in a broad interdisciplinary space. And then she wrote this very seminal work called Meeting the Universe Halfway, and in that she takes a thesis essentially that the ontology of quantum physics should be taken as a general ontology, in implying that the universe does not obey by does not observe our preconceived notions of severable entities and several identities either. So it's basically generalizing the. So I have issues with this. So this is part. But it's a very rigorous argument that she's making. I feel like I just lost.
Yeah. Could you repeat that? Can you hear me?
Yes. Which?
Could you repeat? You say start with I have issues.
Yeah. This is generally true, but I do have critiques of Karen Barad's thesis, which whatever we get there, but we're not. But I really, as I've seen how other scholars have tried to make a similar move, I think hers is one of the most rigorous, because she basically is taking a very strong philosophical stance that I think is it's a really powerful one, which is that if you ask the universe, does the concept of separability make sense? The universe kind of says no. The universe kind of doesn't have that domain as a rule.
Right.
So roll with that, and see what it implies on all scales, in the social domain as well as in the microscopic domain. And I think that's kind of where she goes.
I want to know what Txgen thinks about this, because obviously this question of separability, in certain senses at least, can be Spinozist.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know your reaction to
you know what
all of this.
how Guattari goes on in schizoanalytic cartographies about separability, or about separation and non-separability, right? So a lot of these things ring very true to me, at least as far as what I read in Guattari, right? And Guattari draws a lot from Txgen, a physical chemist who I'm super inspired by in many ways, right? Who writes a lot about dissipative structures and self-organization, and deals with a lot of these same topics in different terms. And so I feel like I'm acquainted with you already. We've gathered intellect.
Well, another thing would be on the refrain when they talk about chaos as the milieu of all milieus, there's something to this notion that the proper name chaos helps to designate in this question of separability. That what was the author's name again?
That I was saying, Karen Barad, Barad.
Barad. Okay, yeah, and you said where the universe meets in the middle. What was it? What was the title?
Meeting the Universe Halfway.
Meeting the Universe Halfway. Yeah, so that literally, right, is the milieu, the mid place. And it's interesting, right? In French, when they say milieu, I always think they see something deeper, right? Because it's just half place, right? It is the middle, if you will. So this question of chaos being sort of this intermingling of all middles really gives if we go down saying. There's something that, at least to my mind, gives me a different appreciation for what they're doing in the refrain plateau of 1,000 Plateaus, which you're writing about, right? Which you have written about.
Me?
Txgen.
Yeah.
I think she's eating.
I'm eating.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have thrown you a question while you were digesting and alimenting yourself. You gotta eat. You gotta get fuel. You gotta live. But yeah, I guess that's where I would go with it, Catherine. Is just you've given me a kind of a nice new appreciation. Some things to ruminate on as I reread. 1,000 Plateaus, this question of refrains, of chaos, all of this stuff that is so central to their work.
I'd like to hear more. I didn't understand what you were saying about chaos, and I think it's maybe again because it's areas of literature that I am not in. So please elaborate.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. So in 1,000 Plateaus, one of their signature well, I mean they're all signature plateaus. One of the ones that gets talked about in a very rigorous way, also in another work that Quadri published beforehand in the Machinery of Conscience. He does a lot with refrains, and they talk about coding and iterability and these other things. But their whole point being that the refrain itself has the relationship with chaos. It's cutting out territories and planes of consistency, or consistency out of chaos. And so, but at the end of the day, if that's only if we understand chaos as like this place where all of where the milieus were, right, where like the components from which territories are created out of a periodic repetition of rhythms that constitute these milieus. So the chaos would be just the commingling, the inclusive disjunction of all rhythms, right, resonating in a certain vibratory, oscillatory manner, and it's all about the variations in speeds and these relations between, from components to rhythms to milieus to territories. It's that the relations are external to the terms themselves, and that's what chaos in its sinuousness would constitute for them. So where the universe meets in the middle, where all territories and consistencies sort of find their genetic impulse. Does that make sense? I know that this is more obviously philosophical, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
quasi mystical, but.
And to me, no, it doesn't make any sense at all. That's why.
Okay, fine.
Chaos.
But I don't need to say it anymore. I mean, whatever. So someone take it someplace.
I'm just taking notes. I'm just taking notes as you're talking.
This is our scribe.
Yeah.
Tim or Taylor?
Taylor. Hi, Taylor. I didn't say hi, but I'm Tim.
That's okay, Tim.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. I love Laurel. I can't get my head around it, but I feel like I come to Laurel from an artist standpoint. And speaking of chaos, and also with a background in music, I think Chris in music as well, Txgen's music. So if we were to push back, we have outnumbering you.
That's okay.
I on my way here, I was listening to Glenn Gould's 1981 performance of the Goldberg Variations.
Oh.
And
I'll have to listen to that.
yeah, I don't know how familiar you are at all or about.
I'll write it down.
Yeah,
I've listened to the Goldberg Variations so many times.
I mean, it's interesting because like people who love Goldberg Variations usually, like 99 times out of 100, love it because of Glenn Gould. And it's not a bad thing, it's a wonderful thing actually, because Gould to me as a pianist and as a musician is sort of kind of non-philosophy-ish in that he was the first concert pianist. You know, when I say concert pianist, you're like, oh yeah, woo, stuck up, you know, whatever. You're European, you must be white, you must have long hair, you're beautiful, whatever. And
Is that the stereotype?
oh yeah,
That's great.
yeah. Well, maybe it changed. I don't know. It's been a long time since I dropped out of school, but like.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have long hair, so I just I didn't have any hope in that world, and um, it's true. Yeah. I could say a lot about that. I got 1,000 things to say about that, but about Glenn Gould, I think what was interesting is that he, to me, provided a way. Like Chris was talking about how, like, you know, like Chris uses a lot of the Moog, but and people who are generally associated with Moog historically, you know, aside from like P-Funk or Sun Ra, you have like the heavy rockers like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, like the old prog rock, long hair, like dirty, and that was kind of my.
So it's all about the long hair still, right?
It's still the long hair. There's something about the long hair that I can't quite get over. I don't know. Everybody here has long hair except me, but like.
Wait, do you want to see something? Do you want to see something crazy?
Oh, okay, what?
Okay, watch this.
Ah! Ah! Wow. Wait, but you still have long hair. That's so cool though. That's.
It would be better if I didn't.
Yeah.
You're allowed to play Moog.
I guess I had to take my hair down after that comment.
Wow. No, but like I'm getting sidetracked and I'm getting ahead of myself. But like it's really interesting in that like people who I felt like